while he was in Colombia, he was pretty much soliciting women. And then
now, as a person who's Colombian myself, I feel that I have to respond. Someone had tagged me in a video that wasn't directly this video, it was actually a commentary of this video, and the commentator was talking about passport bros in general. But I'm gonna make a short reply to you as a person who's Colombian. And it's gonna be directly just very short because from what I can see, this guy's just a plain psycho. I go as Ray Condor on TikTok and on YouTube, and I have, I'm trying to become a digital media content creator, and I create videos for people who want to travel to Colombia, and people know that I have been fighting against these passport bros. The problem with these PP boys or these PP goofies or passport goofies is that they don't know how to have a genuine, healthy relationship with a woman, and this is transactional. I saw your video, and I cannot believe that he got mad that he spent $500 on you willfully. See, the thing is that he sees you as a transaction, just as he sees these women in Colombia as a transaction. But I'm going to tell you the truth. In Colombia, we see these people as a bunch of passport lames, okay? They're a bunch of licks, passport tricks who come because we know the reality. We know that in the United States, they are not men of value by their own women. And they have developed a bad reputation for being perverts and actually drug addicts. If you see this guy, if this guy even tries to contact you again, send him on my video. Okay, for you and for you passport brothers, let me tell you something. Number one, simping ain't pimping, okay? Simping is not pimping. You think that you can fly all the way down to Colombia, right? And then supposedly you smash these women who are working escorts who have to cater to you because out of obligation. That is considered, by Colombians, we're making fun of you. That is considered something that is low class. When you walk by, everybody's poking fun of you behind your back. And number two, you need to realize that Colombians are starting to get tired of people like you, and we're starting to protest, and things may or may not get violent. A real Colombian woman is not going to go after these guys. You don't never see these guys with doctors, with lawyers, with anybody who has an educational background of higher classes. They strictly go for the white-skinned Latinas, never, 9 times out of 10, maybe 1 time out of 10 for the black-skinned Latinas. And what do? They go straight for the escorts. You want to know why? Because these guys who are losers and these guys who are considered of low value by American women's standards, they get angry. So let me get down to the nitty gritty because I don't want to take too long. Number one, you as a person, you as a female, you don't need to feel bad because this guy is just a loser. And the thing is that since he flew all the way down there and then he's still trying to throw it in your face in order to try to force you and to shame you to being back with him, that shows that you have a lot of value. Because remember, scarcity increases value. Okay, scarcity increases polarity, and you are a person who has value in his eyes. This guy is just a straight up loser. I'm telling you, being quite honest. Second of all, he should not be sending you these videos. Most of these women who are working women, they have a pimp boyfriend who is taking money from him. Like I said, Colombians are laughing at him. They have a boyfriend that's taking money from them, and there's just not one guy. They have like at least 10 guys who are behind her, because these are criminal groups that work with these women who try to focus in and zero in on these losers. A real Colombian is not going to give you, is not going to sleep with you within the first few days. He's going to literally take you a month or 2 months. If he was really dating and if he was really a man of value like he claims to be, on the second date, he will be introduced to the family. Third date, you're going out with the cousins. You're meeting the uncles, the aunts. You're getting together. But no, he is not. Third of all, that can get him to some serious trouble. It is against Colombian law to share videos of you sleeping with other people, having intercourse without their permission. Now, someone can go to the Fiscalia, which is basically the Attorney General, and it can get them a lot of trouble. Number two, so, like I said, a lot of these women have pimp gangster boyfriends and are part of a street gang. They could hunt them down because they don't want these women to be disrespected. And also, he needs to know that just because it is legally acceptable, legally accessible, doesn't mean it's morally acceptable. A lot of these women have kids. A lot of these women have families that don't know what they do, but they do it because they're forced to. Okay? So if their family finds out, their family can come after the guy. This guy is just a scumbag. You don't do that. You never throw what you do for a woman in their face. I had girlfriends who maybe I spent a lot of money on. I took them on trips, but when we broke up, I can't throw it in their face because I did that willingly. And just because he's giving you $500 for one date, which is stupid on his behalf, because you don't need to spend so much money in order to get to know someone. But he thinks that you are automatically forced. and he thinks that you automatically have to let your body be entered because of it. Like I had responded to another passport bro who got on my case. My girlfriend, even though she's light skinned, she's Afro-Colombian. Okay, she's African descent. She's black skin descent. And and he was asking me, why do you try to go after these passport bros? Because if you see the little sister right there was about 12, 13, maybe now 14 years of age, I want her to know that she can grow up to be an independent woman. That she is not bred. She is not created to be the slave. She's not created to be an escort for a foreigner. She is not created in this world. She was not brought to be in this world for her mom to sacrifice, to go to school, to go to church, to become a person of valuable society, to be what? To be forced to be a slave of a guy. Why? Because he spent you $500? See, this is the pathology and the craziness that these people have. Nobody owes you anything, and just because you spend money on somebody, it doesn't mean they're forced to be with you. When a woman is with you, she is because she chose you, and because these men are not men of value who will not be able to be chosen. Because let's be honest, they're mad that women here have options, and since they're not an option, they got to go somewhere where the women don't have option. So you're doing good when you're exposing this guy, but seriously, show him this video. Number one, you passport brothers are lame. Number two, people in Colombia are starting to get angry. In the city of Cartagena, people are starting to protest. In the city of Medellin, they're starting to protest. They literally have just set fire to places in front of small businesses, saying, "Gringos, we don't want you here," because we don't want these tourists. Because you people are low lives. You don't bring anything of value. You just come to our country. You think you can abuse the women and leave, and all of a sudden you're taking pictures of them and showing it to other people. No Colombian father, no Colombian mother wants their child to grow up to be the slave of another man. Because who are these lames? Who are these lames really? What do they want? They want a mommy slave. They want a mother slave that will cook for them, that will clean for them, that will baby them, that will do anything for them. They'll wash their underwear and stuff. And what they do, absolutely nothing to bring to the relationship. So you did nothing. You did nothing wrong. And you as a woman, you're a very beautiful young black woman. You can do absolutely better. But it's good that you're exposing them. And anybody who comes up to you with that nonsense, I go to Colombia and smash, that is an absolute lie. Because I know what the Colombians are saying. Number one, the girls who work the streets are poking fun of them. You know what they're saying? I can't believe this idiot is giving me so much money. And what are they doing? They're taking that money that they're sending all the way to Colombia, to either the Colombians or Venezuelans, because we got a lot of Venezuelans there. And these Venezuelans and the women, they give them to their boyfriends. They give them to their boyfriends, and they're laughing at his ass. Excuse my language. They're laughing at it. I'm going to have to edit it. They're laughing at him because he is an idiot. You should see how people talk. I know how they say. He goes, look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. He's going to go straight to it. I told he's going to go straight to that pervert. He probably likes little kids too. I know he's into drugs. They're talking trash, but guess what? Because these people are treating my country, the country of Colombia, like a brothel, like a bucket that you can just come in, order whatever the heck you want, and just leave and mistreat our women. And these men are coming in, hitting the women, mistreating them, putting it on video, and now you have this thing with little kids. We're having enough. So this guy, if he keeps his nonsense, if he keeps up with this nonsense, guess what? He may not come back. He will either end up in jail, or he's going to end up in some form of street justice, either by locals or by people who are on the bad side of the law. So you did the right thing by getting rid of him, by exposing him. And I support black women, and I support white women, and I support the women in America who are not putting up with this. Sorry about that. Who are not putting up with this, because guess what? When the truth about these guys is that when they realize they can have access to our women because we're protesting, all of a sudden it's our fault. No, it is not our fault that these men are misogynists. It is not our fault that these women beat up the women, that they hurt them, that they belittle them, that they disrespect them. Why? Because they want a mommy slave. Nobody is a slave of anybody. If a woman is with you, it's because she's with you. My girlfriend, has a strong personality because she's from the Caribbean coast. Different types of Colombians, okay? Strong personality. And if I don't help clean up, she's going to throw a chair on my head. That's just how it is. But she is with me because she chose to be. And these men are mad because women don't choose them. They're not men of value. Okay? So keep doing what you're doing. Be proud of yourself. Just don't let this negativity affect you.